And drive for the lay-in. Ramon Sessions makes it 40-37.
Defensive transition, getting back, identifying players that are going to be the most dangerous, as Sessions did. He got himself back. He was in a position then to make a play on the basketball. You know, Sessions makes such great decisions in the open court. You know, he keeps his head up. You see, he's stolen the ball, and right now he's assessing, he's looking, he's seeing where that lane is. It opens up. He hesitates because he's looking to pass, and as soon as the defenders start to move away from the basket to guard defenders, he sees he has a driving lane. That's what you call a point guard making a great decision in the open court.
Ingram gets to the corner. Pump fake for Pete. Now he lets it go and sinks it. Fred Pete averaging 10 a night. He's been quiet. Gets a bucket, makes it a one-point game. And it's going to be out of bounds, so New Mexico State's pressure continuing to cause trouble for the Wolfpack.
And this is one of those stages in the game where you've got that one-point lead, where you've got to make sure you maintain your poise. Again, this is where your toughness on the road comes in. You settle down, Nevada in the zone on that out-of-bounds play, sit down in your stances, talk, make sure you cover outside shooters, and box out and finish off your defense.
Mexico State can take the lead with the basket. Instead, it's Shiloh picking it, and then having it stolen from behind. Wild pass back in, Sessions to Kemp, and he hits the bunny. Wolfpack back by 3. Wild sequence.
And Sessions doing all he could to attack the basket, but managed to keep his body under control without traveling, and then finding Kemp for the easy 8-foot jump shot. You know, when your team that passes the ball, we talked about Nevada averaging 17 turnovers a game, or 17 assists per game, you find that a team that plays that way will tend to look for one another. Well, you play that passing lane right there. Shiloh just jumps on the ball, and you see the sequence right there. Everybody moving to it. The nice extra pass by Sessions, and then the finish by Kemp.
Sessions down to Fazekas. Nick quickly draws a pair. Cross-court pass, Shiloh to make him pay for 3. Won't go. Passos with the strong board.
Well, that was good offense and good defense. Fazekas recognizing the double team, took the dribble and extended it.
Ingram shot won't go. Passos tips it in. 3-point shooting. New Mexico State not proficient throughout the year from beyond the arc, and that trend continues tonight. The Wolfpack shooting a very impressive 50%. Fazekas over Nelson for 2 more.
And you have to have a great touch. Fazekas wanted to get the ball a little bit closer, and Nelson really closed out with the hands up in the air and forced him to take a shot that Fazekas really didn't want to take. But, you know, you make that adjustment. He's got that nice, soft shooting touch. He made that difficult shot look very easy.
Pete heating up. That's a 3. Tied at 44. Aggies continue the pressure. This time Nevada breaks it. Sessions pulls up. Shot won't fall. Ellis rebounds. Strong move won't go. And that'll be out of bounds off New Mexico State. Wolfpack basketball. Timeout on the floor. Tied at 44. Welcome back to Las Cruces. Fazekas again active on the offensive end.
Well, you watch Nick Fazekas work without the basketball. He's pointing now because he knows that he's got an advantage. He catches and he tries to get closer to the basket to get a higher percentage shot, but the nice close out there by the defense, and it forces him to take a shot further away from the basket that he wanted to at that time. But a good offensive player working without the ball, trying to set himself up to get the highest percentage shot that time down the floor. 6 of 9, extremely efficient in scoring 15 points.
Wolfpack 17-1 entering tonight's game. New Mexico State 14-4 overall. Wolfpack in first place in the WAC, 5-0. New Mexico State just 1 game back at 4-1. Sessions up top.
New Mexico State on that baseline inbounds play. They go to a 2-3 zone defense.
Kemp quickly draws a pair and gets fouled. Justin Hawkins commits the foul on Marcellus Kemp.
And Hawkins has been foul prone in the 5 conference games that they've played, and he's been disqualified in 1 ball game, but he's had 19 fouls, and that's certainly an area that I'm sure Coach Diaz is going to be concerned about. When you've got a player able to score in spurts like that, you want to keep him on the floor and not on the bench in foul trouble.
Ellis with the miss. Ingram digs out the rebound.
Both teams in that 2-3 zone now, testing the patience, the execution of his opponents. You love the strategy of this game. The team that can inflict their will on the other can gain an advantage.
Hawkins drives in, shot won't go, but a finish by Martin Eady. A 7-footer from Sydney, Australia comes from down under in the big dunk. Aggies back on top by a deuce.
You see the penetration right time, and no one puts a body on Ite, and he does the rest. He's long, he's lanky, he gets off the floor quickly, and when you allow an offensive rebounder that free flow to the basket where he can then use his athleticism, you're usually going to get a highlight play on a missed shot.
Kemp's shot pass is errant. Aggies get another turnover. Their pressure has been tough on Nevada. Ingram drives in and gets JaVale McGee to leave his feet and foul him. 2 shots coming for the senior Elijah Ingram.
That's a tough position for JaVale McGee to be in. Ingram coming to the basket at full speed, and JaVale McGee crossing the lane. He got there a little bit late. That's all you can do as a big guy is try not to give him the and one. And you know he's already got to the sweet spot, so you send him to the foul line. And New Mexico State starting to get to that foul line a little bit more. And you know, again, if you're Nevada, you got to play aggressive defense, but you got to make sure you prevent them from getting those fouls that lead to them getting to the free throw line.
Fazekas and Yakovlev back in for the Wolfpack. Ingram hits a pair. 4-point lead for the Aggies. Sessions gets it to Shiloh. Wolfpack have not managed to find a comfort zone against that Aggie pressure.
Well, you know, your first level of comfort is making sure that you get it to half court, beat the timeline without turning it over.
In and out for Kemp. Fazekas puts it back. Back to a 2-point game. Fred Pete continues to be hot in the second half. He knocks down his 3rd shot of the half, his 2nd 3.
Fred Pete was 2 of 14 shooting in his last 2 ball games, and you got the sense that once he knocked down that first one that he had shooter's confidence.
How about that by Kemp? Nice drive, gets his own shot, puts it back, 3-point game. Wolfpack quickly find a blue jersey to put on Pete. Edie is gonna get fouled down on the floor, no basket. Reggie Theus wants a basket. Fazekas shoves Edie. Take a look.
See Edie with the nice post up right there. Starts middle and spins over his right shoulder. That puts a lot of pressure on Fazekas. We talked about him not being at full strength. But when you're in the post like that and you're playing against a player that's really quick, you know, you don't have to defend a lot of floor, but you do have to defend him in quickness areas where, you know, one false move on defense, you're going to give up a dunk. And Edie really taking advantage that time. I thought of his quickness in the low post and drawing that foul on Nick Fazekas.
Fazekas and Shiloh sit down. Pete's fadeaway 3 won't fall. Another offensive rebound. The dunk won't go. And this will be Nevada basketball coming up. Three-point game. Yakovlev to inbound. Fields, Yakovlev, Kemp, who gets the pass. Legrone and Sessions, the 5 on the floor for the Wolfpack. Lamont drives in and gets fouled on his way to the hoop. Martin Eady, the 7-footer, fouls Sessions.
And Rich, you talked about that. The first phase is in attacking that zone press, is getting comfortable enough with it so you get your spacing and get it across the timeline without getting a turnover. That next phase in is you look to become more aggressive. Once you know where the areas of weakness are in that zone press, now you look to get the ball to those spots and you get it to your playmakers. So now you make New Mexico